Hey guys! So I just got done a little while ago filming a video on calendula and calendula oil. If you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely check it out. I uploaded it earlier today. But for this afternoon, I thought that I would make a snickerdoodle sugar scrub using coconut and brown sugar and different spices. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my jar. And this time, I know I said this last time, but this time I really mean it. I have all of my materials right here ready to go. And it's always good. Make sure that you start with clean hands, clean utensils, that everything is not only clean, but it's dry. I'm going to stir up this coconut oil a little bit before I start mixing other things in, just to kind of get it a little bit more liquidy and kind of whip some more air into it, because I want this to be kind of an airy scrub. Come on. Okay. Let's see, I might have to finish off my bottle of coconut, or my jar of coconut oil today. So I guess I need to pick some more up next time I'm at the store. Which I haven't seen if you can get it cheaper on Amazon or not than you can in the grocery store. I guess I pay about 10 bucks for mine for a jar about this size. And it's lasted me a really long time, but you know, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the jar. But I really need some more, but I'd hate to drop 10 bucks on it. But it's worth it, I guess. It lasts a while. Not as long when you're making scrubs, just because you use so much. Okay, that's most of the jar anyway. So to get my brown sugar out, and I'm actually using dark brown sugar today, I just really like it has more molasses in it, which I really like the smell of, I like the feel of. So I'm going to use dark brown sugar, and I'm just using a shot glass to get the sugar out of the container and to put it in, just because you can pack it easier and then I can break it up once it's in there. So there's one shot glass, and it's about 1 part brown sugar to a half a part of coconut oil. There we go. Probably one more shot glass, and then we'll see where we're sitting. Let's see, there we go. Let me go ahead and get my spoon and kind of break down this brown sugar just a little bit. See, it's all kind of just sitting up at the top there. I want to try and incorporate it in with the coconut oil as much as I can. And I probably should be doing this in a pitcher just like I did yesterday, or in one of those glass measuring cups, but since brown sugar can kind of go everywhere, I wanted to just do it in the container I was going to use. And that's less cleanup for later, so that's never a bad thing. Here we go. Now it's starting to get really incorporated. See that? It's not quite all done yet, but it's getting there. You can kind of see some white creamy throughout the brown sugar. So I'm going to stir that up a bit more. And I'm probably going to be adding more of both. But I just want to have a base to put my spices into. Oh my God, this smells amazing already. The coconut, oh my God, the coconut mixed with that molassesy smell. Oh, it smells so good, and it looks good too. You know, I might just need to use coconut oil in some of my cookie recipes that call for brown sugar. I think that would come out really nicely. Okay, so I'm also going to be adding some vanilla extract, and I just use the cap to measure. We're doing about 2 capfuls. There's 1, and there's 2. And remember, you can always add more later, but you can't take stuff out. Let's see. I'm going to start with the cinnamon. Oh, I love cinnamon. And the recipe that I was using calls for about 3 tablespoons or teaspoons? Teaspoons, of course, because cinnamon's very potent. So I'm just going to give it some good shakes. And I like to be a little heavy-handed with the cinnamon just because I like it so much. There we go. That vanilla extract's really helping these things incorporate. It's making it more liquidy, which is going to make this a lot easier to blend, especially once I add more brown sugar and coconut oil. Here we go. Really like getting after it. Beautiful. Oh, you guys, this smell is just fantastic. Okay, I'm also going to add some other Christmassy Yule spices just because that's the season that I'm using this in. And I like to correspond things as much as I can. So I'm going to use some nutmeg. Just a bit, because nutmeg can be just as strong or stronger than cinnamon. And I'm also going to be adding some ginger. Just because ginger's been really beneficial for me lately, and I'd love to have some that I can have on my skin. So there's some nutmeg, cinnamon, and ginger mixed in here. And see, now the consistency is it really does look like a cookie batter. It really does. It's nice and creamy and smooth. I'm going to go ahead and add some more coconut oil. And it's okay for me to put this spoon back into here because I'm going to be throwing this jar out or reusing it. But I don't really like to hang on to plastic too much. If it was jar, I'd definitely keep it. But we'll see. We'll see how desperate I am for containers. But I do like to avoid plastic whenever I can. I'm really getting all of this out. I did a pretty good job, huh? Let's see, now some more brown sugar. And you really could probably add regular sugar to this as well. And I might actually at the end of this. Just depends on how I'm feeling. That's the thing about these kind of recipes. Make it your own. If you don't like one of the spices, take it out. If you really want to incorporate a different one, like I did with the nutmeg and the ginger, then go for it. There's no harm in playing around and seeing what you like and what works for you. Let's see. Yeah, now I've got a pretty full jar. So I got to be a little more careful when I'm incorporating. And with each of these stirs, I'm really using the strength in my arm and my willpower to infuse it with my intent and what I want for this sugar scrub to do for me. You know, and do I want it for relaxation? Do I want it for rejuvenation? Do I want it to feel closer to the season? Do I want it for my skin? Do I want it for all of those? Which is the case. Except not so much for stimulating. I mean, maybe the cinnamon and the ginger can kind of awaken some of your senses, but this brown sugar is just really soothing to me. And so coconut oil and brown sugar have always just been very soothing to me. So I'm going to use it to relax in the tub. And I'm feeling a few little clumps here of brown sugar. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking my spoon and I'm mashing it against the edge, just to kind of break up any clumps. And clumps are okay. Like, don't feel like you have to get out every last single clump. For this kind of thing, clumps are perfectly fine because you're just going to be using it on your body, and once you start spreading it around, it's going to break up those clumps naturally anyway. Wonderful. All right. Get all of this off my spoon. Sorry. I know I've been banging a lot today. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get this tied back up, because otherwise I can be forgetful like that. Okay. In here I have, oh, you guys, it smells delightful. I'm going to add some more spices. Now I just got done stirring all this up, but that's the thing about this. You know, you can go back, you can tweak, you can add things, you can adjust, you know, the proportion of everything. Okay. There we go. I just want this to be extra, extra, extra sweet with that real Snickerdoodle smell. And you guys, it smells absolutely divine. If you've ever had a Snickerdoodle candle or had freshly baked Snickerdoodle cookies, this is what this smells like, and it's this beautiful creamy texture. It has almost the effect of like if you were going to take like a mud bath, but with the added benefits of it being a sugar scrub. So it's really relaxing. It's really detoxifying for your body. It's just really good for your skin. So I don't know if I'm going to use this tonight or if I'm going to use my magical margarita time scrub. But either way, I know I'm going to have a good bath tonight. I hope that you all have enjoyed, and I hope that you have a wonderful, blessed day. And I hope that I just wish all the love and light for y'all. I really do. I hope you have a wonderful day. Merry part.